From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Tisha Bader.
Hi, this is Micah Halpern sitting in for Tisha Bader, and here is the JBS News Update for Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis will travel to Jerusalem in late April. The reason for this visit is an invitation to speak at a museum event. The potential 2024 presidential candidate will be handed a stage to tout his foreign policy credentials. The Jerusalem Post and Jerusalem's Museum of Tolerance have announced that DeSantis will deliver the keynote speech at an event that will address the tensions in Israel, a key U.S. ally. The governor's office confirmed the travel plans, also noting that this visit coincides with the 75th anniversary of Israel's independence. A press release announcing his visit quoted DeSantis as saying, quote, "At a time of unnecessarily strained relations between Jerusalem and Washington, Florida serves as a bridge between the American and Israeli people." This will not be the first visit of Ron DeSantis to the Jewish state. He visited in 2017 as a Florida congressman, and in 2019, then Governor DeSantis came to Israel for a state visit. DeSantis has stressed over the years, relations between Florida and Israel have been growing stronger and stronger. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has yet to receive a formal invite to meet with Joe Biden, President of the United States. Israeli media have reported that the United States is withholding the formal invitation to visit the White House as a sign of displeasure with Netanyahu and his new government. In a radio interview, however, U.S. Ambassador to Israel Tom Nides said that the Israeli Prime Minister would soon be summoned to the White House. In a statement, Netanyahu stressed that, quote, "Israel is a sovereign country that makes its decisions by the will of its people and not based on pressure from abroad, including from the best of friends," unquote. Who doesn't like unicorns? And now, one city in Israel has reason to like them even more: tech unicorns. In the world of investments in high tech, a unicorn is a startup that has raised $1 billion and is yet to go public and be traded on the stock exchange. Tel Aviv is now ranked the 5th highest producer of unicorns worldwide. Just as background, Tel Aviv startups are now worth $393 billion, up 350% since 2018. They're growing faster than many of the top valued ecosystems worldwide, including Los Angeles, London. Tel Aviv also ranks as the 2nd highest valued ecosystem in the EMEA, which stands for the Europe, Middle East, and African region. Tel Aviv also ranks 3rd in the EMEA for total venture capital funding raised in 2022. This is great news for Israel, the startup nation. According to a statement released by the Office of the Prime Minister, Israel's Mossad has helped Greece crack an Iranian terror cell by assisting Greek police in intercepting an Iranian terror organization. Early Tuesday, Greek police disrupted what they called a foreign terrorist network operating within their country and arrested 2 foreign nationals. According to both the Mossad and the news agency AFP, the terrorists were plotting to attack Israelis in Greece. Israel's Mossad also helped identify the connection between the local terrorist cell in Greece and Iran's broader global terror operations. According to the reports, the terrorists were 2 Pakistani nationals, with a 3rd operative suspected of being located in Iran. The Iran-based operative had reportedly urged the 2 Pakistanis to carry out the attack, and they were promised that they would be paid for carrying out an attack of terror against Israelis. According to Danny Dayan, the chairman of Yad Vashem, quote, "Every Jew murdered during the Holocaust had a name, a face, and a unique story. 70 years later, our duty remains to search every archive and scour every source of documentation and turn over every stone in order to retrieve every name that can be rescued from oblivion," unquote. In the presence of Israeli President Isaac Herzog, Yad Vashem inaugurated their newest book of names, with the names of 4,800,000 Jewish Holocaust victims. In the coming years, they hope to add names and bring that number to 5 million of the 6 million Jews murdered in the Holocaust. And now a look at this evening's programming on JBS. At 7, it's Talmud study. At 7:30, Roy Schondorf, Israel's former Deputy Attorney General, shares his views on the need for reform and compromise. At 8, Robert Siegel is joined by Ambassador Martin S. Indyk, Lucy Kurtzer-Ellenbogen, and David Makovskyto to look at the myriad of crises in Israel and discuss how the U.S. should respond. At 9, it's Phyllis Chesler on L'chaim. At 10:30, Orthodoxy and Feminism is discussed at the JOFA conference. And coming up next, it's Thinking Out Loud with me, Micah Halpern. This is Micah Halpern and the JBS News Update. I want to wish you all a good evening.